Okay, so one of the factors that I wanted to talk about is how important sleeping is. Before, I used to sleep quite well. I used to sleep around 8 to 12 hour days, sometimes 10 hours during my developing stage. So when I was a teenager, uh, so now I kind of sleep around 5 or 6 hours, which is quite dramatic on it. But I always wanted to know, one of the things I want to say is I had this experience yesterday, which I kind of went to bed before 12 p.m. and I call this choppy sleep, which you're able to, well, not you're able to, but you wake up around after 1 or 2 hours of sleep, and then you have to, probably if you're thirsty, you drink water, or you have to go to the loo, to the toilet, and then you go back to bed. But with that, it's not the same. It's just not a natural way. I understand if people kind of wakes up and then obviously need to go to the toilet and then go back to bed, but they can just go back to bed and sleep for 4 hours, 5 hours, and then they get to wake up as normal. But waking up within a 2 hour period and then obviously maybe go to the toilet again, which is very frustrating. But one thing I always trying to change my ways with my sleeping schedule, which I just like turn off my phone within like 10:30 in the afternoon, and then obviously around 11 I should be in bed and do with my thoughts, or close the curtains down and then trying to get that sleeping going. But sometimes I don't understand. There's days that I go and I sleep for 6 7 hours, nice comfortable sleep. I even dream, and that's really nice. And then you can wake up after 7 hours, 8 hours, and then you're good to go. You're ready to go for the day, and you're quite charged. Everything is balanced, and you can go on with your day, quite frankly, normally, and just be fine. But there's days that you just wake up so kind of in certain alternative times of the night, and then even if you like calculate it between all them times, and it would be like 5 hours or 6 hours, and then you wake up, obviously you get up and then you do your thing. It's just not the same. You feel raggedy, you feel tired, you want to just you're trying to like also make other plans of having like a light nap during the day, so you can recover that sleep, but it's just not the same. So I just always trying to figure out what kind of the best ways to actually have days of that you can go sleep and then you have a nice comfortable 6 hours, well, 6 hours, 7 8 hours sleep with actual sleeping a very good sleeping schedule. So yes, that's always been bothering my mind. um People say you have to do like regular exercise, stretch, eat the right foods, which I've been doing, maybe not to have a large meal before going to bed. uh, but it's weird that there's days that it just doesn't work, and eventually everything goes wrong once you go, yeah, once you go to bed. It's so strange, and it's quite bothering. But I don't know if it's to do with, it could be to do with the outside, because right now the season is quite colder days, colder nights. So I don't know if I should wear more kind of like a jumper or a hoodie to feel more kind of like a room temperature, or a little bit more heat, so the sleeping will be better. Or I'm not sure. I've been thinking maybe potentially trying sleeping pills, but that is something that you really do not want to get into um straight away with it, because with the thing is with pills or medicine, maybe they will say, "Oh, it's from plants, and you have like a herbal sleeping pills," but you do not want to make it as a constant thing on a daily basis, because we are just creatures of habit, and we eventually kind of, if something works, then you carry on taking them. Before you know it, it will be dependent on you for you to take it so you can sleep. It's like being ill. When you're ill, the doctors always say, look, you have to have, the certain procedure, trying to get a lot of rest, drink a lot of water, I'll have a lot more veg. I think they always implicate more water, more sleeping, and just rest. It's just what your body needs. Like not go straight away into medicine, because your medicine, okay, you're helping the thing that like obviously your illness, but it's like not giving a chance for your immune system to handle it itself. So that's why the doctors always recommend, wait for 7 days, and if nothing goes, then obviously have your then obviously have medication. So obviously maybe the sleeping schedule has been the same procedure, but it's just very strange, and it just kind of ruins the whole schedule, and that's why I wanted to talk about something like that. But yeah, I think I'm like, to tick the boxes: sleeping, the exercising, and the lots of drinking of water is there. I got it in hand. But I'm just trying to figure out what is interrupting certain days out of the week that I ain't able to sleep properly. I want to sleep every day, 7, 8 hours, have a good night's sleep, because it helps me to function in the day. You know how important sleep is? When you sleep properly, you're able to function a day. You're able to, many factors you can get. You can learn better. You can do other things. If you don't get that sweet spot of sleeping, then all day you're just gonna struggle. You always feel tired. You're not functioning. You can't. If you can't try to answer questions or you're studying, you're just not with it, and then kind of that's when everything just goes wrong. So yeah, that's something I wanted to get out of my mind, and have to realize that yeah, sleeping is very important. And it's crazy that you meet people that they have obviously a 7, 8 hour sleep, and they don't function out the day rightly. They're tired, and they get 4 hours sleep. Great, fresh, like fine. So you have to figure out what works for you. It's kind of like I've seen people working at nighttime, in whatever places or whatever industries they're into, and yeah, they love it. Been there, like I chat to some people who's been there for 10, 12 years, no problem, comfortable. And then when I done it for a little season, my whole body was going pretty much into shock, because it was like, I do not want this. Like this has to stop right now. That was my reaction, and I was trying to kind of like force it for a little while, because obviously the money is good and everything like that. But yeah, you have to listen to your body. It's like if your body don't like it, and you give it a period of time, and it's not adapting, then you have to listen to it, because it's your health. So it's one of them factors, and I just yeah, I mean, whatever works for a person. And for me, I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight. So sleeping is very important for my well-being and the weight loss. And yeah, I begin to question whether if there's anything else I need to maybe do some more research to, maybe there's something else that I can do, or just maybe there's a little something that able to fix the problem. But yeah, who knows? I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. How important, how you feeling. But I imagine there's a lot of people out there that does have the same similar situation. Also, I want to talk about is them people who has insomnia, the actual insomnia, that they can't sleep at night. They sleep like 2 hours, 3 hours. God, I feel for you. I really genuinely feel for you, because how you able to go on with your day, and you just had a 3 hour sleep, and you're trying to sleep and you just can't do it. You got my full respect, because I don't know. I just wouldn't. But yeah, that's something that I wanted to share about. And with the process of the video making, I've been looking at some videos of how to make it more kind of appeal to the audience, and I think it says to go more do more kind of like shorts. Apparently that brings more appeal. So kind of like short fast shorts for like 10 seconds to bring the attention to people, and then who knows, maybe give a follow. Which yeah, it's interesting. Gotta adapt with the times. All right then, so that's something I wanted to share. So all the best. Bye.